Hey guys, all of us at Let's Be Legendary want to take a minute to say thank you to all of you for listening. We really appreciate you sticking with us, despite the bumps as we learn our way around this podcasting thing. We're working tirelessly to improve our audio quality and production value, and with your help, we can do that a lot faster. For early episodes, extra content, and exclusive artwork, check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/letsbelegendarypodcast. We have a ton of exclusive goodies for you to get your hands on, including personalized messages, behind-the-scenes content, and extra episodes. Spreading the word on social media helps too. You can find us on Twitter at Let's Be Legend Pod, Facebook at Let's Be Legendary, and Tumblr at Let's Be Legendary Pod. Feel free to drop us a line. We love hearing from everyone. Thanks again from all of us. Enjoy the show and stay legendary. Trigger warnings for this story arc include fantasy and horror violence, including the use of firearms, altered sense of reality, mature themes, mild gore, deaths of loved ones, death of children, and mentions of cannibalism.
This podcast is dedicated to my stepfather, who always found my silliness endearing, loved my sense of whimsy, and supported all of my crazy dreams. Big Matt, I hope that wherever you're listening from, you'll enjoy this one too.
Imagine a world on the frontier, where towns spring up and disappear as fast as natural resources are found and depleted, where magic and technological advances are happening at such a rate that society can't keep up, allowing evil or misguided people to create abominations of nature. Imagine a world where bounty hunters with badges break the law to keep the peace, trying to protect those who live far outside the capital city. Now imagine, amidst all of this chaos, a door is opened, and into this world's depths of being, the likes of which no one has seen for over 1,000 years. Welcome to the Feywild West. Let's be legendary. Welcome everybody to Let's Be Legendary. I am Danny, the DM, and tonight we are running Death House. Now, if any of you are longtime D&D fans or have played through the Curse of Strahd campaign, you may be familiar with Death House. I run it a little bit differently, and this is going to be really interesting as both of my players here are playing level 5 characters. Woo-hoo-hoo! But they are alone in this endeavor. So we'll see if they die.
We are not alone. We have each other.
We do have each other.
This is taking place in my own setting called the Feywild West. So, if you two want to introduce your characters.
You go first.
Oh, me first?
Yeah, you first.
All right, I apologize. This is supposed to be an Atlantic accent, but it might head into Texas.
Atlanta, not Atlantic.
What did I say?
Atlantic.
Let me start
like
over.
mid-Atlantic.
Let me start. Dyslexic!
Sorry.
God. Atlanta. This is supposed to be Atlanta, but I'm dyslexic and very bad at accents, so this might head into Texas. I apologize. My name is Talia Gray. I am a gunslinger. I have darker skin, gold eyes, and dark hair. And at first look, you can't actually tell if I'm male or female. And I look a bit rough. Like I've been heading out into the wilderness a few too many times. City life is a bit stifling, in my opinion.
Like you have seen some shit.
I've seen some shit. And I'm traveling with a companion.
My name, I also apologize for my accent. It's supposed to be French, but sometimes it goes a little German. So I'm not exactly sure where I am from. I am supposed to be from France, but my French accent is about as good as the chef from The Little Mermaid, so les poissons. But I do speak French. I just can't speak English with a French accent, so this should be interesting. Anyway, my name is Seline Argent. I am a cleric. I have very pale skin, silvery blonde hair, pale grey eyes, and what else should I say about myself? What did you say about yourself?
Bit rough around the edges.
Yes. I look very pristine. I'm always wearing white, so I look very pale and somehow manage to keep all of my white clothes from getting dusty or dirty in the...
I still want to know how you do that. We're out in the desert, sweetheart.
Ooh, yes, I am aware. I wear white. When I'm traveling, I have a plague mask, a long pointed belt mask, and I have... Do I have Cortez?
Yeah, Cortez.
And I have...
Right.
Is he a familiar?
I'll say he's just a companion.
And I
You haven't taken that feat yet.
Yeah. Okay, and I have a white raven for a companion. He is not a familiar, but I am trying to train him to be one. We'll see. I'm also human.
Right.
Yes.
Same way I'm human.
You are not human, though.
Neither are you.
Yes, I am. Look how round my ears are.
Right. Mm.
Your ears are pointy. Well, the ones that you still have.
Yes, that's right. I do have scars. I've got one that goes right across my nose, and I've got one in my lip. Looks like somebody took a knife and just sliced it down. And got in a gun battle where someone shot off part of my ear.
Whereas I have naturally flawless skin.
Right.
Airbrushed.
Right.
Naturally.
Yeah, I woke up like this.
Oui, merci. Je me lève. Comme ça. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway. Should I say who I'm a cleric of, or should we let that be a mystery?
I think you can say.
The deity that I am a cleric of is the Undertaker. He is the god of death.
Yes, in this world that I have created, the old death god is dead. Long live the new god of death. The Undertaker, guardian between the passing of life and death. Does not reap like the old death god, because why should he? All the dead come to him in time.
Oui, c'est vrai.
That was damn near poetic.
So, as we begin our tale in this Wild West world, the two of you have traveled down from the large city of Triton. Or
Triton?
Trenton.
Trenton.
Yeah, Trenton.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, Trenton. There have been rumors of people going missing and possible work in finding them.
Oh.
In the town of Blackwater.
Blackwater.
You know, just the name sounds a little bit on the...
I quite like it.
Of course you do.
It seems familiar.
How does it seem familiar?
I cannot explain it, it just does.
Oh, alright. Is this that cleric nonsense you got going?
Perhaps.
Right. Anyway.
Alright. So as you guys approach the town, it's been dryish desert for the last mile or so. Like, there's like low dry grass on the ground, but everything is pretty dusty.
Quick question. How are we traveling? We traveling on foot or we got horses?
I would say you have horses.
Okay.
Quelle surprise!
Just checking in case we need to board them.
Mm-hmm.
You've got more money than I do.
Do I?
You do.
Oh, oui.
I had to spend all my money on bullets.
Like usual.
Indeed.
As you get closer to the town, about 2 miles out, you notice that the clear blue sky starts to cloud over. And it gets darker as it goes ahead of you.
Do I smell rain?
Make a survival check.
No. Okay, Dash. Let's be nice. Oh, I'm okay with survivals. Yes, I roll stupid. 15?
It smells like it could.
The scent of petrichor.
Yeah, it smells like it could. It's just layer of cloud that's blocking out the sun, and it looks kind of like dark and ominous ahead of you, but there's a slight smell of rain in the air.
Great.
Quoi? What is it?
Well, we better get into town if we want to beat the rain.
Oh, is it going to rain?
Might. I don't like the looks of these clouds.
Hmm.
If anything, it's going to thunderstorm, and I do not want to be the tallest thing on the road when lightning strikes.
Yes, that is true.
As you come into town, or closer to the town, the clouds at first seem like they're getting thicker, but that's not quite right. They're not getting thicker, they're getting lower.
Hmm.
And as you approach into the town, the clouds have pretty much come down and settled as fog. The clouds are still thick and gray above you, but instead of rain, there's just a thick mist blanketing the town.
How atmospheric. Literally.
That's one way of putting it. Is there anybody in the town?
Looking around, it's about midday, and yeah, there's people moving around. But everything kind of seems like muffled due to the fog.
Right.
It is that dampening that fog tends to do to noise.
Yeah.
I'm really going German with this. I'm sorry. Really have to work on this, so I'm not German.
Gonna get out everybody from the south just giving me shit for my accent. It's fine.
Peut-être tous les jours je parle en français.
I have no idea what you're saying, beautiful, but I'm sure it sure does sound pretty.
Oh, I was just saying perhaps I would just speak French.
And
then I will not have to worry about this silly accent.
Yeah, how about you don't?
This ridiculous accent.
Yeah, how about you don't, so I can understand you.
Ah, oui, c'est vrai.
You know. Please continue, DM.
Well, as I said, you come into the town, and from what you can see, it looks like a decent-sized town for being this far south. Usually, as you get further and further away south, especially from the capital, they just tend to get smaller and smaller. You're not entirely sure, what caused this town to be built out here. It's close to a waterway, a small river that connects to a bigger one further down south. Mm-hmm. But you're not entirely sure, was this a mining town? Is it good farming land? Not entirely sure.
Right. Are we walking kind of down the central thoroughfare?
Yes.
Sort of a deal? Do we see a tavern, a job board, anything like that?
Looking around, it takes you a little while because of the fog. It's cutting off visibility at 30 feet. It's so thick.
Well, we are next to a water source, so that's not unheard of, but...
Would casting light be of any...
No. It would not be of any use.
It would be like turning on your lights and it just all comes back into your eyes.
Yeah.
Dommage.
But after a little bit of searching around, you do find an inn. It's just called the Black Bear.
The Black Bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Blackwater. I'm sensing a theme.
Alright, do you think we should just go in and ask what we came here for, or
I believe that.
Do you want to sightsee for a minute?
Well, there's not much to see, so I believe our sightseeing is.
It was a beautiful town. Let's go.
It's what lovely fog you have in your town. I think we should go in and ask about the missing people. Is that what we're here for?
People.
J'ai oublié. I've forgotten.
Yeah, we hear about rumors of missing people. Missing people.
That was Megsy who forgot. Celine knows what she's doing. Megsy est un peu stupide.
Alright, I go in first.
Okay.
Oui.
to the tavern, and you behind me?
What we do with our... What shall we do with our...
Oh, hitching post for the...
Yep, hitching post, yeah.
So I go in first.
All right. Stepping inside, it's a decent-sized tavern. It's a 2-story building. There's a nice, large bar. It's made out of pretty decent-looking wood, nicely finished, kind of curves around the room. And there's currently an old, balding man behind it, has, big mustache that goes into his sideburns.
Oh, big mutton chops?
Yeah, big mutton chop mustache.
Hell yeah!
Yep, yeah. And he's standing behind, pouring drinks to a couple of older gentlemen sitting at the far end of the bar. There's a couple of middle-aged looking guys playing pool at a table further into the building. And just some people sitting around enjoying food and drinks. A single waitress goes around taking orders and bringing out food and drink for the people.
As she walks by, I tip my hat to her. Ma'am.
Afternoon. Are you here for food?
I still have my mask on.
You want to wear that inside? All right, up to you, I guess.
And she does kind of a double take at you, but focuses her attention more towards you.
I put on my biggest smile.
Yeah. And she smiles back. It's like, oh, welcome to the Black Bear. Table or bar?
Let's go for the bar.
Oh, all right. Jeffrey will assist you at the bar then. Excuse me. And she goes and continues.
Shall we?
Just nod.
All right, we head over to the bar.
All right.
I take off my hat.
Okay. And you take your seat at the bar, and after a little while, the old man notices you and comes over. Ladies, what can I get for you to drink?
Does the bar behind him, can I see, the alcohol
Yeah.
they have? Okay, does it look like it's cheap-ish, or is it decent?
It looks decent, which, again, is a little surprising for a town this far south, but yeah,
Awesome.
It looks decent, yeah.
Whiskey, please.
All right.
And I take off my mask. One for me as well.
All right. 2 whiskey. That'll be 1 silver.
I'll get it, I suppose. You're the one with the money.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How was it? 2?
1 silver.
1 silver, okay. So, 9. Okay.
And he goes and gets that, pours it, and slides it over to you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We actually came in town because we heard there rumors about missing people. You know anything about that?
Oh, surprised. I mean, you're the first to come. I'm surprised you're the first, but we've sent word up north to the Dead Man's Promise to see if they could send anybody down to help. But yeah, Mayor would know more, but it's a shame. We've had about a dozen people go missing in the last 2 weeks.
This is quite a few.
Is there a specific circumstance that leads them to disappear?
Not really.
They just vanish?
Just vanish into the fog.
Anything that...
Oh.
Which, to be honest, the fog has people kind of freaked out. We get missed every now and again because of the river, but this damn fog stuck around for 2 darn weeks.
That is very unusual. I take a nervous sip. It's great.
Is there anything that connects the dozen or so people that have gone missing aside from the fact that they have gone this down?
Not that I can think of, but Sheriff would know more. I said mayor earlier, I meant sheriff.
It's so easy to get them mixed up.
Well, I'm sure the mayor knows some things too, but sheriff would know the most.
The mayor is only an elected official. He cannot make these decisions by himself.
Obligatory Nightmare Before Christmas.
Seline takes a slow drink of her whiskey, like she's so proud of herself that she made a joke.
You did a good job. Huh. Alright. So, did you know any of them missing?
My nephew.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Good kid, but honestly, he was one of the first to go missing, and my sister's still holding out some hope, but I don't think there's any. He just kind of sighs and looks down at the bar and kind of absentmindedly just kind of like polishes a bit of the bar. Anyway, food? Or...
I'm alright. I just... Drink was fine, thank you.
Alright.
Moi aussi. C'est bon.
Okay. I gotta get back to my other customers, but, good luck.
Thank you very much.
I hope you can at least find answers.
We'll do our very best. We're good at finding things.
Glad to hear.
Down the rest of my whiskey. Put it on the bar. Slide it back to him.
I'm still sipping mine.
Oh, I know. So they sent word, but the rumors have been going around.
Yes, it is strange.
I really don't like this fog.
I do not either. Shall we proceed?
Is there anybody? I'm sorry. There's 2 other people in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 other people in the bar, and then 2 other people playing pool.
2 people playing pool, about 6 people scattered at other tables.
Okay. Any of them giving us looks?
Yes.
Cool. Which ones?
One of the 2 playing pool have kind of been just kind of like quietly talking to each other, kind of putting a pause in their game of pool, just kind of like talking to each other and shooting covert looks over at her.
At Seline.
At Seline, yeah, sorry.
I'm used to it.
Wanna go see if you can talk to them?
Shall I?
I don't know, can you?
Of course I can. Though,
Celine, remind me, you are wearing a symbol of your deity, correct?
on my neck, I
Yeah.
have a bird skull.
Right, yep. Okay.
Are they looking... How are they looking? Are they looking interested or like in like freaked out interested?
Their brows are kind of like furrowed. Actually, make an insight check.
Oh.
What did you say
Get
they were
away
doing?
with that.
Were they just kind of sitting there, or did you say they were doing something?
They're playing pool.
They were playing pool, but
Oh,
they've
okay.
kind of put a pause in their game.
Where's my insight? Insight. 7.
Insight?
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay. To you, they're kind of hard to read. They're just kind of like standing there, like talking to each other and like, glancing over every now and again. You get the impression that they're not happy about your presence here.
Oh, they so really are.
One of them motion towards the symbol on your neck, and they're just kind of like muttering to each other with furrowed brows and just an air of disapproval.
You think you should talk to him or should I?
That's a good question. Are you going to hurt them?
Not right now. Why? Are they doing something?
Perhaps I should go over first, and then you can come over later if you see fit.
Oh, it's one of those.
Alright, so I have my
Good
drink
luck.
in my hand. And I slide off the bar stool and go over to them.
Mm-hmm.
Are there spare
I'm
pool sticks? You call those things?
Pool cues.
cues.
Pool cues. Are there spare ones?
Yeah.
Alright, I pick one up.
Okay.
I am watching very carefully.
All right. They kind of like stiffen up, and it's like, we're using the table, miss.
Ah, well, then how would you feel about a third player?
We kind of look at each other, and it's just like,
Wait a minute, Meggsy wants to know, can you play pool with 3 people?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was like...
sort of.
I mean, yeah, it can be done.
It.
You can just sit and watch.
Roll persuasion, actually, really quick.
Alright. Ooh,
Ooh.
that's nice.
Shit! get? What'd you get?
18.
Woo!
And was it persuasion?
Uh-huh.
I can't tell, is it a 2 or a 7? Let me see. It's just a little... it's 2. Okay. 2. So 20.
20 total.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of just like look at each other, kind of shrug, and one steps back against the wall and just kind of like folds his arm and watches, and the other one says, "Yeah, you'll play against me."
Oh. How very kind. It would be so good to turn down the request of a lady and a guest.
The game is already half in progress. It looks like the score is pretty even thus far.
Okay. Megsy has no idea how pool is played.
Stripes. You would ask stripes or solids?
Stripes or solids?
Your stripes.
I am stripes. Very well.
And you could literally just say, okay, I take my turn. You don't need to.
Okay, sure.
Well,
You don't- I mean,
It's such a shame they're not playing poker.
yeah. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me real quick.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So he motions for you to go first.
Alrighty.
And I need you to make a dexterity
A
check.
dexterity check. Alrighty. That's a d20, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
roll a d20 and add your dex modifier.
Okay. 12.
12. Okay. You go ahead and line up a shot, and you make a pretty good shot. The cue ball goes and smacks into one of the stripe balls and gets it close to one of the pockets. Yeah. And he nods like, not bad, not bad. And he goes and make a shot. He actually goes and takes a shot and just barely misses the ball he was shooting for.
Oh, quel dommage.
He just kind of like makes a small like facial tick of a wince, and
I'm kind of glancing over at Talia, like, and you can Talia can probably realize that I've got like some mischief.
No, I do.
You're enjoying the show.
giving you. Well, I'm enjoying the show. I am giving you that look that says we are doing a job. So don't get carried away. Look, you know exactly what look that
I
is.
do not know what you're talking about. All right, I take my turn.
Fucking killed.
Another dexterity.
Natural 20.
21.
so
That's what I say. Oh, when he's like, quel dommage. Like, how sad. So close, though. Very close.
roll me a d4 really quick.
A d4?
Uh-huh.
4.
Keep these dice.
I know these dice
So-
like me.
So you look at it, and just kind of like this smirk just plays across your face. You walk up to where he had positioned the pool cue with his the cue ball with his shot, and just with a gentle, just a graceful, gentle motion, clack, 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 clack. as four balls,
The right ones, the striped ones?
the stripe ones, all go into pockets. Effectively, like, yeah, all that's left for you is the black 8 ball.
Okay, that's the last one, right?
Yep, that's all, and he's just kind of like looks up at.
And I look over at you. I look over at him, and I take a very slow sip of my whiskey.
Should have put money on this shit.
I should have. I am the one with all the money.
You are the one with all the money. I'm now 2 silver less. You're welcome.
Actually, I say that. What a shame we did not put money on this.
He looks up at you, and actually, just like this stone, like anger sets in his face, and just like, you might want to leave.
Why? We were having such a good time.
We don't take kindly to kidnappers here.
Pardon?
He kind of gets up close and is just like,
Oh, Talia's there in a goddamn heartbeat.
How tall is he?
how tall are you?
I'm like 5'5", I think.
Oh,
pretty small.
Yeah, no, he's like...
How tall is he?
He's like 5'9".
Awesome.
Before Talia can even get there, I'm like, no.
No.
I know.
So this 6 foot,
I think 6'2".
Yeah.
6'2", muscular, individual walks up and like stands slightly in front of Seline. Excuse me, sir, do you have a problem?
He looks up at you and just like, yeah, got a problem with servants of the Undertaker. Everybody knows the Undertaker's been taking people.
Of course it has. He takes people every day.
See?
Because people die every day.
One second. Are you blaming the Undertaker for the missing people in this town? Because I believe that's the reason that we're here, and my associate came over to talk to you if you had any information.
I simply wanted to engage in a friendly game of, what is this called?
Pool.
Pool. Strange name for a game.
It's a lot of men with long sticks and some balls.
Ah, yes, and yet I was the one that is better with both the sticks and the balls.
Anyway.
She's just looking back and forth between you two, just kind of getting flustered. He's just like, look, just leave.
But it is your turn.
How about you just answer a few questions and my companion and I will be out of here lickety-split.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, fucking duck. Ooh, 18.
Oh.
Plus 3. So 21.
21.
I look really,
No.
really persuasive.
No, yeah. You're leaning over him. He's like, all right, fine. What do you want to know?
Just any information you got. All we got so far before we talked to the sheriff is that there are people missing.
People go out, doesn't matter what time of day, they don't come back. Word is around town, it's goddamn Undertaker rolling into town and taking people.
Right, because that...
Have you seen the Undertaker in town?
No, but, yeah, Jethro here,
He did!
and
Bonjour, Jethro.
Jethro just like puts up his hand and is like, all I saw was some like dark shadow moving through the streets. I thought it was the Undertaker.
Sweetheart, Jethro, the Undertaker is not subtle. It's no dark shadow moving from in the streets.
When the Undertaker wishes for you to see him, then you will see him, and most likely, that is the last thing you will see. So the fact that you can even recount this proves that it was not him. And I should know. Shouldn't I?
I suppose so.
Alright, well... Do you have anything you want to ask?
Are you going to take your turn or not? Or shall we just say that,
That the lady won.
bat my eyelashes at you.
He just like, look, just go.
But I have not yet finished my turn.
Celine. I hold out my arm.
Ah, encore quel dommage. Well, if you insist, I take her arm.
And I lead her very, like, nose in the air. Like, very... What's the word for it?
What?
Like, very... Not is pompous the right word? Papa's, like very... not hoity-toity, but, very much like we're better than you. Like, lead her out the door.
Uh-huh. I'm sure there's a word for it, but I don't know.
No, help me out.
And as we get to the door, I look over my shoulder at Jethro and this other dude who I don't know if he had a name, and I just slide my mask back on.
And as we get outside, one day that is going to get you killed.
If it is my time, then it is my time, but I believe that my time will be over something much more interesting than just a game of
Pool. There you go.
What a strange name for a game. Is it the same day we're not playing poker?
Well, you might get your chance, but first we should go talk to the sheriff.
I suppose.
Is there an official-looking DM? Is there an official-looking building that we would recognize, or something that's labeled, or along those lines?
Are you looking or asking? Like, are you looking around?
I'm just looking around. I don't want to go back in the park. I think we've officially pissed some people off.
All right.
It's not my fault that I'm good at things.
It really isn't.
Roll perception then, as you're looking around.
Both of us?
Yeah, sure.
What did I roll? 14, 15, 16.
Yeah. So looking around, it only takes you a couple minutes to find an official-looking building. You know, it's the jailhouse, sheriff office, and also the post office. And the sheriff's building is only one story, but it's long. As you enter, there is a job board immediately to your left along the wall, and a little bit further in there is a desk with a haggard-looking middle-aged man kind of sitting behind it, rifling through papers. Where he's wearing a dark green vest and kind of like a shirt that used to be white. Probably it's like just kind of been stained tan over the
It
years.
got put in the wash a couple times with some red stuff. It's a little pink. It's fine. It's fine.
I walk up and I tip my hat. Good afternoon, sir. We're inquiring about a job.
He looks up and is like, are you with the DMP?
No, sir. We just heard rumors about some people going missing, and since rumors are sort of our bread and butter, we thought we'd stop by and see if we could lend you all a hand.
Oh, well, yes, yeah. Sorry, I was expecting troubleshooters from the DMP to get here first, but it has become quite an issue, so we'll take any help we can get. I'm Sheriff Thomas.
Nice to meet you, Talia Gray. This is my associate, Seline Argent.
She just nods. She doesn't say anything.
Do you still have the bird mask on?
Oh, yeah.
And
the hood up.
Yeah, he's kind of looks at you as like, man, yes.
That's on me.
Yeah.
Eyes up here.
And he turns back to you. He's like, well, yes. So about a dozen people have been going missing over the past 2 weeks. It's got the locals and, quite honestly, me spooked. We haven't found their bodies anywhere. We haven't found traces of where they went. Just one day, they step outside into the fog and they're gone.
Any specific time of day? Are they near any place? Is there anything that links them?
Nothing that links them. It's been all sorts. Race doesn't matter. Age doesn't seem to matter. Sex. All sorts. All walks of life. Well, as many walks of life as we have here in this town.
Quiet.
It's. I mean, we're not a huge town, but we're decent sized. But a dozen people go missing. That it's a toll for us.
I can imagine. And nobody has any idea.
Well, he kind of like his eyes kind of shift over to you for a moment. Townsfolk got it in their heads that the damn Undertaker is rolled into town and scooping people up.
Seline just kind of chuckles like low and kind of creepy under her breath.
Does she use thaumaturgy to make it sound like creepy?
Yeah. She uses thaumaturgy to make it echo. Just a little.
You're gonna get us killed.
Ignore her.
He is thoroughly unnerved, but he's just kind of like, don't have her do that outside. I'm not the superstitious sort, but that was... Anyway.
She's... Yeah, ignore her. I give you a look like... Please behave.
I don't say anything.
Okay.
You're one to talk.
I have a reason for doing what I am doing,
There,
Talia, and I have explained this to you many times.
and I understand that, but when there is money on the line, everybody's on their best behavior. You understand me?
I am always on my best behavior.
Not by your standards, best behavior. My standards, best behavior. When we are out.
We are not having this conversation, by the way, in front of
Yeah, no. This is a conversation we've had over a lot of other times, but
Let's have this conversation again. No, it's fine. No, Celine is silent.
All right.
Aside from that little giggle she did.
yeah, no. Money on the line. Everybody better behave until we know the stakes, and then we go do some bloodshed. Anyway, okay. What did we ask? We already asked if there was a link.
Yeah.
Best we can tell, people tend to go missing closer to the river.
Close to the river.
Well, okay, it's really a large stream, but folks around here like to call it a river because they like to feel important. But half the town sits on the other side of the river, and with the bridge spanning the in-between, and people are the only thing everybody has in common is that they're all within about 5 blocks either side of the river.
I see.
It's a wide net, but it's the smallest we got.
Well, that's one place to start, at least. What's on the other side? Just more of the town?
Yeah, it's more of the town, mostly residential that side. Most of the businesses are this side of the river.
Got it. Have a lot of you had any trouble with, I don't know, creatures of some kind? We were back a couple towns, somewhere. Wait, let's say,
There are tiny towns scattered throughout.
We were
here.
back a couple of towns, and they had some problems with some beasts that were passing through. We took care of them for them.
Nothing too hard. I got a couple of deputies in here, and it's the outside of the town. You have wilderness, so you're gonna have jackals and wandering town every now and again. But nothing my deputies couldn't handle.
All right.
But this, one of my deputies has gone missing in all this, so.
I see. Anything to add, sweetheart?
She shakes her head.
All right. Well, I think the most important question that anybody can ask, doing a fantastic job of solving this problem for you, is what was the going rate?
Well,
she flashes a big smile.
he comes around the desk and pulls a piece of paper off the job board. Since we don't know if anybody's alive or not, we're offering a 200 gold reward on any information that can be obtained. 500 if you can ascertain the fate of or bring back the bodies of anybody. And I'm sure the families themselves would gladly pay extra if any of them are returned alive.
If they're dead, the whole body?
He kind of flinches at the thought a little bit, and proof of personage, recognizable clothing, if nothing else, would help put some people's minds to rest.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. Does that sound right to you?
She nods.
All right. Okay, out of character. Do you have any other questions that you
No,
can think of?
no.
I'm trying to rack my brain.
No, everything that you would have asked, Celine would have asked, but Celine tends to not ask questions. She just stands there looking creepy.
I know, but that's why I'm asking you personally.
Yeah, no.
If you would think of any other questions.
No links between the people, and where do we start, and how much are we getting paid?
Yeah. The most important part. And we don't have to bring the whole bodies back, which is good. So I'll just grab the heads or something.
I knew I liked you for a reason.
It's really, really hard not playing a character that doesn't care that much. We're gonna do this though. It'll be great. Okay. Well, I guess my last question would be: do you have an inn in this town?
Two. The Black Bear Tavern.
Yeah, they don't like us very much.
Sorry to hear that. And he kind of just like side glances over to Seline.
And Seline tilts her head like, yeah, I see. I see you.
Looks like a bird.
Yeah. I'm wearing a bird, but yeah.
Her crow caws like really loudly at him.
The other is on the other side of the river, one of the few businesses on that side. The Grey Mouse is smaller, but yeah, it's a fine establishment.
The Grey Mouse. All right. Maybe we want to drop our... Is that a place where horses can get boarded?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Maybe we should drop our stuff off there and rent the room for when we come back.
She nods.
All right. Well, then, I didn't get your name. I'm sorry, sir.
Thomas. Sheriff Thomas Ridgewell.
Thomas, Sheriff, we will head out as soon as we rent our rooms and see what can be done.
Good luck to you.
We've got luck. Darling, we head out. So, yeah, I guess we're heading across the bridge to the... What is it? The Grey Mouse?
The Grey Mouse.
I have a question about Cortez.
Yes.
Can he just be flying around and can I just call him back?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I definitely didn't. That would be even weird. I didn't bring him in to the bar with me. He was just kind of flying around.
Yeah, if he's not going to help you in combat, then there's no reason to keep him.
I
forgot you had a bird.
I was just wondering if I need to take skills in falconry or something to be able to train.
I would say at this point, you two have been around each other long enough that he is fairly well trained.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't.
What's your handle animal? Oh, you've got a 3 in handle animals, so that's not too bad.
Am I trained in it?
No.
Okay.
But like I said, you're level 5. He's been around you long enough that he might as well be a familiar. He just doesn't have the magical abilities of a familiar.
No, and I forgot about him completely. Otherwise, we would have given you that feat. But what you've got is probably the best to help us in this situation.
He doesn't need to be familiar. He's just a pet. I just want to make sure that he doesn't fly off and I never see him again.
Yeah,
no. Let's sit on the horse.
So I'll probably whistle for him when we get out because we're going to be going to an inn.
Yeah.
So he's
right.
on my shoulder now.
Okay.
All right. So the Grey Mouse is a much smaller. It's a bit of a smaller building. It is 2-story, but not quite as wide as the Black Bear.
Got it.
And it only has a couple tables. It doesn't have a pool table in it.
Quel dommage.
But you're able to secure rooms for the night. It's just 3 silver for the 2 of you.
3, so I got it. It's fine. Since I already broke a gold to buy you whiskey.
Yeah. The person behind the bar is actually a bit of a rare sight. He is half-elven.
Oh.
He's tall, thin, has a head that is shaved, bald, and his slightly pointed ears stick out a little bit. Looks to be in his 30s, but, half-elf, he could be in his 70s, still look like that, so...
Right. I have slightly pointed ears, so that's interesting.
My ears are nice and round.
Right.
Yeah.
Talia rolls her eyes. So, just for the sake of expediency, we do the whole bit, board the horses, get the room. On our way down, though, I do ask... I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir.
Willem. Yeah, it's just Willem.
All right, just Willem. Do you have any idea on this side of the bridge where some of those people have been going missing? We'll hear about that, taking care of that problem for the sheriff.
I know a young kid named Fenrin disappeared a couple blocks from here. He kind of motions southward towards the river, and it's just 2 blocks that way. He was playing with some friends, rounded the corner. Friends followed him, and he was nowhere to be seen.
How long ago was that?
About a week ago.
All right.
Do you happen to know if that is where everyone disappears?
No, I know for a fact it's not. My niece had a friend disappear other side of the river, going down the street to the market, and just gone.
Great.
It's darn uncanny.
Yes, that would be putting it lightly, sir. All right. We got here late afternoon, right?
Yeah.
We probably killed at least an hour.
Yeah, you guys have been in town for the better part of 5 hours by now.
Oh, jeez.
Should we perhaps start out in the morning?
That's up to you. Do you want to start directly in the morning, or do you want to go in now? I'm fine. I'm a night owl.
Yes, I know. What time is it?
It's approaching 6 p.m. And with the clouds overhead and the fog outside, it's getting kind of dark.
I think that if we go in pursuit of whatever is taking these people, that if we run into trouble in the middle of the night, to make it more dangerous, it might be more prudent to start in the morning.
Alright, I see your point. I'm gonna go look outside really quick. Though, it's all the same. I just want to smell.
Yeah. Fine, but don't go very far.
Of course not. Bossy. Alright.
I am not bossy, I am worried.
Oh, about me?
Always.
Oh, sweetheart. I'll be fine, I promise. I won't go far. Alright. I just want to go...
It is not yet your time.
I just want to go, basically, right outside. And how close is the river?
Close to 6 blocks south.
Oh, okay, that's a little far. I do want to, go outside and just, smell the air.
All right.
And see what I get.
Go ahead and roll.
Never mind, I don't smell shit!
You do smell shit.
That's all you smell.
Damn it!
It's a town. You're in a residential part of the town, and also the fog is just putting thick moisture in the air, so you're not getting a good read on anything.
Do I hear anything? What do I need to roll for that? That was survival, because that's not survival, is it? Would that be survival, or would that be perception?
The first roll would have been survival. This one I will allow perception.
Okay. Ooh, that's better.
That is better.
18, 19, 20.
So, looking around, again, it's hard because of the fog, but actually roll that with disadvantage, sorry.
Oh, okay. With the fog,
With the
right.
fog, and it's getting dark.
16, 17, 18.
Okay. So that's still pretty good. Looking around, you're just getting vague faces of people as they move by. Some of them hurried, some of them whispering to each other. Just a air of tension as people quickly move through the fog. You also notice that nobody is moving alone.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, they move quickly from one building to another, and not many people stay on the street if they can help it.
Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Detect good and evil.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I have cards.
You have
Cards
cards.
probably tell me how that works.
Yes.
Because if we're gonna go to sleep, then I'll get all my spells back, so it doesn't matter, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
What does it do?
For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. If you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside, kind of.
Join me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too far away from the door. I'm just taking in the surroundings.
I'm gonna go. It's like a street out front, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go kind of in the middle of the street and cast Detect Good and Evil, just to see if I can get any kinds of traces of anything.
Okay. So, question: are you casting this in the street, or do you cast it and then come down into the street?
I cast it in the street.
Well, because it's on you, so it moves with you.
Yeah. So I go into the street and then cast it.
Okay. All right. So you're in the street for 10 minutes casting this spell.
I'm watching.
Okay. All right. Some people kind of just avoid you. Some people move even quicker. Some people stop and look at what you're doing. Just
Anybody who stops, Talia gives them a look, and her eyes kind of get a little unsettling.
all right. The
golden eyes.
Yeah, those that stop quickly move along. Here's your spell back.
Okay.
Upon completion of it, your skin crawls. There's no specific concentrated source, but there's this feeling all around you of undead.
Is it in the fog? Can I tell if it's in the fog?
Make a perception check.
Perception.
Seline, you alright?
Maybe. Perception? 12.
It's the fog.
Seline.
There is the presence of undead within the fog.
This fog.
The fog we are both standing in.
Talia, like, kind of looks around.
Can I tell that the fog itself is undead? Or it's like, is it from an undead source?
That's what seems to be the case,
That
yes.
it's from an undead source.
It is by no means natural fog.
Okay. There is something that is causing this fog that is undead.
Seriously? We gotta deal with the fucking undead now?
Are you really so frightened of them?
I'm not frightened of undead. I'm just saying our resources for handling undead are basically just you.
And I am very good at it.
That's very true. I'm just not too keen on just my pistols. Being able to handle undead. But,
I have faith in you.
I can't tell if that's a compliment or a critique.
She just smiles.
Alright, well, I definitely do not want to be dealing with undead in the middle of the night.
I agree.
So, let's get some sleep. We've been traveling all day. Start early in the morning?
Perhaps not too early in the morning.
You know, you do... You know what? That's an argument I don't want to have tonight. I'm just saying the sun does not necessarily mean you have to be up at the sun. You know, you could get up a little bit before that comes up.
That was not what I was implying.
Oh God, not in the street.
No, it's not in this. Not in the street.
I'm like ushering her back into the game. It's like, come on, let's go to bed. All right, so we sort of sleep.
We get sleep.
We get sleep.
What's
at least 8 hours.
What is the
8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah, we get 8 hours.
Okay. So you wake up a little after sunrise then.
A little late.
I was probably up first.
Looking out the window, the fog outside is thicker than the night before. It is bright with light, but the sky is still thick with clouds overhead. As you both awaken, there seems to be some noise downstairs as somebody comes in, and there's eventually a knock at your door.
You decent?
Well enough.
All right then.
I'm in my probably.
We're getting dressed, but I'm like putting on my holster and my gun. I actually I've got, let's see, this will be my holdout pistol. I've got my hand on it, but I open the door. Mm-hmm. Can I help you?
Outside the door is a woman that looks to be like in her early 50s, about 5'5", but she looks kind of rough. She's wearing a thick leather coat and has a star that says deputy pinned on her coat. Sorry, are you Talia?
I am.
You're one of the two that was looking into people gone missing.
Yeah, we were going to start that as soon as we got dressed. Something wrong?
Can I come in?
Yeah, go ahead. She opens the door and puts her hand away from her pistols now.
Okay.
She's got them on, though. She's got 4 of them.
Right, yeah. She looks you up and down, then looks over at you, and
I'm definitely in my underpants.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I can come back."
It is no bother. Continue.
He's just smiling. Eyes on me.
She kind of like turns, trying to preserve her modesty, just like not looking at her. So,
right,
yeah.
Talia to save the poor deputy. She's standing near the door, so she would have to look at Talia. She'd have to have her back to this one.
Right, yeah.
And I'm actually getting dressed, just slowly.
Right, yeah.
Very, very slowly.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, woman.
What?
Nothing.
If there's something to say, then say it.
Get up.
I am up.
Get dressed.
I am getting dressed.
Let's go. Anyway.
Thomas had told me last night that newcomers in town were starting to look into it. Good thing he told me. He's gone missing.
The sheriff?
Aye.
The sheriff that's got our money. He's gone missing.
Well, as far as the money goes, that's held in trust by the mayor of the town. And,
Oh, all right. Well, that's okay. Okay, what happened?
Fantastic.
We were locking up for the night. I was on duty at the jail for the overnight, keeping an eye on our town drunkard.
So there's only one?
Oh no, the only one in the cells currently.
Ah, I see. I was about to be very impressed.
We're not. Well, she
Continue,
she
please.
almost makes a joke, but kind of like stops, like realizing that.
It's like, no, not the right time. Not the right time.
Yeah. And according to his wife, he never made it home last night.
Interesting.
Where does he live adjacent to the office? Is he on this side?
No, he lives he lives close to the river, but on the other side.
All right. Let's back to this river. You guys don't have problems with, like, swamp things coming up, do you?
Not that we've had before.
All right. About what time did he leave for home?
Oh, about 10 last night.
Is that a normal time that these people go missing?
Or
is it all the time?
From reports we've had, any time of day. Always people alone, though. Never two at a time.
Ah, I see.
That's why I got my son with me downstairs, and can't be too careful. Didn't want to leave him at home, and I just did not want to be walking the streets by myself, especially not after Tom gone disappeared.
No, that's a smart move.
They are always alone?
There have been people that have gone missing close together, like time-wise close together, but so far as we've been able to tell, people are usually alone. Although I suppose we can't confirm that.
This will make things very interesting for the two of us.
I think I have an idea.
I think I have one as well.
All right. Well, you finish getting dressed, and we'll get ready to go. And we'll have a meeting of minds, so to speak.
Ah, yes. Very well.
All right,
Very
Deputy. Or Sheriff now, until he comes back.
Well. I suppose I hadn't thought of it, but yeah. Deputy's fine, though.
Deputy. All right. Well, again, as soon as this one gets dressed, we'll head out. And,
I am getting dressed, thank you very much.
Oh, well.
dressed more.
Putting on my makeup.
And she nods and says thank you and makes her way back out of the room.
Talia closes the door. So,
I wish that was going to be our neighbors.
well, I heard them leaving earlier, so I don't think it was going to be our neighbors.
It would not be the first time that we got a complaint.
No, it would not. But, well, what I was thinking was, I don't know how I like that idea, actually, now that I think about it.
What was your idea?
Well, my idea was sort of like having us not split up, but stay in within a certain distance. So if one of us sees something, we could call the other one over.
Oh, that was my idea, was that one, I will go into the fog.
Well, I'm not letting you go into the fog by yourself. I'm just saying keeping you within line of sight, so to speak, but not so far away. I mean, I've got rope, so if it's a snatch and grab, we just tie each other together.
Cortez is not a familiar, but he is trained to come to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if I have Cortez with me, can I signal him to fly back to Talia? I mean, I'm sure he knows Talia, too.
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on having you leave my sight completely.
I will not be alone. I will have Cortez.
I understand that, but Cortez...
I'm feeding him corn.
As beautiful a bird as he is, he cannot attack.
That is true. Not yet.
Not yet. I'm not... How about we just... I mean, it's going to look absolutely ridiculous, but let's just use... We both got rope.
That is true.
Let's just... It's 50 feet. Let's just...
I have 50 feet as well.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is we tie the rope around each other, like I'll tie it around your wrist, I'll tie the other end about my wrist, and then we spread out along the waterfront and just kind of wander, so that if it's a snatch and grab, at least we'll know there's a tug or something like that.
Ah.
I don't know. I'm really not comfortable letting us get parted too far.
I am not either, but I also really want that gold.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the fucking money. But yeah, that is my best. That is my best option. Of at least keeping sort of a line of sight of each other at all times. And the minute we see anything, I don't care what it is. If it's a goddamn rat, I don't care. Call out.
I shall call out if I see a rat.
Yes, I'm not kidding, Seline.
I know you're not. Neither am I.
All right. Well, you got that voice going that makes it sound like you're making this a joke.
It's just my voice, mon amour.
No, it ain't, darling. All right, so we get dressed, we get all of our stuff, and we use our hemp rope. Mm-hmm. And do I have to roll anything for that?
No.
Okay.
The rope check.
There is in 3. There was use rope.
Yeah, no.
There was a fucking skill to use rope.
I just imagine like you're trying to tie the knot. Like, no, I can't. Just like
no, I do that. I do that loop thing where it kind of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So just one rope. We don't need 100 feet. I can't see her if that's the case.
Yeah.
So for the most part, we've got.
With how thick the fog is, you actually can't see her if she goes out to the full extent of the 50 feet.
Okay, don't go to the full.
Okay, is it?
Let's maybe 30 feet.
What is visibility?
What is visibility?
With the thick fog this morning, it's about 15 feet.
15. Got it. So 20.
15 before it just like turns into gray shadows moving.
Okay, then we're going to do 20. That way we can at least see the shadows.
Or
do you
think we can go a bit more.
All right.
Here is my line of thought.
Okay.
If one of us goes missing, then whatever is taking the people is not going to take them if someone is in sight of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying, only shadows. But if you think we can do it, let's do that. Let's say 25. How's that?
25.
25 or 30?
25.
25. Okay. So I tie it so it's about 25. And I mean, we got some loose stuff, but I'll just hold it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
All right. And we head to the waterfront.
Yeah.
Or where the closest place to the water, and then I guess we're just going to start going up and down.
All right. I need the two of you to go ahead and roll me investigation checks.
I'm really good at investigation, guys.
15.
Yeah. So 19 minus 2 is
17.
17.
All right. So you're going about the fog for an hour going up. I assume you like start at the waterfront and start like moving out?
Yeah.
Okay. Which side of the river? Residential or business?
We're going to do the residential just because we're on that side right now.
Okay. So as you start going down, and about an hour into your search, you hear something. And the streets have been pretty quiet, and some people like moving back and forth, but
I make a tug on the rope. We talked that. Let's say. Sorry, I'm going to retcon this really quick. If there's anything at all, we sense anything, tug twice on the rope.
Okay.
So Seline comes and joins you, and standing and listening, you hear the soft sounds of 2 children crying.
Can we tell what direction?
Seems to be in front of you. Distance is kind of hard to tell in the fog, but it's the sound of just children crying softly.
So I put Seline behind me, and we start making our way towards the sound. Yeah, shush.
As you approach, about 20 feet, you do see the silhouettes of 2 small forms standing about yay high in the middle of the street. As you approach, 2 children stand in the street, crying softly.
I take my mask off immediately.
Okay.
And my hood down.
Do I notice anything about them? Are they do they look like they're poor? Do they, anything like that?
Looking at them, they seem to be pretty finely dressed. Not like upscale, but, nicely dressed. A girl who looks to be maybe 11 and a boy that looks maybe 8.
Got it.
As you approach, the girl looks up at you and kind of like pulls her brother a little closer and kind of like stares up at you. Can you help us?
Now I'm like, I like step in front of you because I look.
You're a little less threatening than I tend to be. Okay.
I'm sorry. What did they say?
Can you help us?
Of course. What is your name?
I'm Rose.
Rose. Rose. Is this your brother?
Thorn. Yes.
Thorn.
Thorn.
What clever people your parents must be. Where are your parents?
They're inside, and she points, and you see on the side of the street that she points to a tall house. It stands above all the other buildings on the street. Like the ones on either side of it are 2-story, and they're nice-looking houses on this street. This looks to be a nicer part of town, but this stands up. I will pull out a picture really quick.
Oh, okay. Ooh, fancy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a nice-looking townhouse.
Can I smell them?
So, perception check.
Perception or survival?
Perception, and at disadvantage.
Why disadvantage? Yeah, okay.
It was a 4.
It was a 4 and a 20!
Oh!
A nat 20, I'm so upset! Okay, yeah, 4 plus, perception?
Yeah.
So, 4, 5, 6.
Can I make one too? I can't smell, but
I'm not, yeah.
The fog is really thick, and it's just a lot of moisture in the air clogging everything up. What are you rolling?
Perception, just in general.
Okay.
18.
18?
I can't smell, but just
No, just like, looking at them, they look clean.
Okay.
The girl has, dark black hair and bright green eyes. The boy has slightly lighter hair and brown eyes, but there's definitely like a family resemblance in the nose.
Mm.
And they both look they both look scared.
Do not be afraid.
The monster is going to get our parents.
There's a
The monsters? What sort of monsters?
Oh, we don't know. We just heard it in the basement, but Mom and Dad say never to go in the basement. But it was being really loud today.
The basement was being loud?
The monster in the basement was being loud, and we got scared.
So that's your house?
Yeah.
You have a house that has a monster in the basement.
I thought they said this town doesn't have any monster problems.
That's what I thought too. Perhaps we should get these children somewhere safe.
Should we take them to the deputy?
I think that would be good.
And the girl kind of like, again, pulls her brother close, like, we're not going anywhere without our parents.
I understand that you are very scared, but it is more important that we give you somewhere safe. Damn it!
For what?
Persuasion.
Oh.
And she, like...
But I have Heart of Darkness, you're more willing to help me.
She, like, kind of, like, they both kind of, like, step away from you, and it's like, we're not going anywhere. We need to get our baby brother's up there.
Okay.
I promise that we will help you. We will find your parents and your brother, but we need to get you to safety first.
Apparently people are disappearing.
She looks back and forth between you, and it's like, and she kind of like stands up a little bit straight. It's like, if you're not going to help my parents, then I'm going to.
No. Okay. God, I hate kids. Okay.
I thought that you wanted kids one day. I thought you wanted children of your own.
Nope. I'm pretty sure I ain't gonna live that long. But, alright.
Let's see if it is your time.
Alright.
I got nothing to be like, persuade this kid to go.
Alright, if we go in and find them, do you promise to not move at all? No one if anybody comes up that you don't know, aside from somebody who's got a gold star, you won't go anywhere. You'll stay right here.
Yes.
Alright.
Perhaps we should go and... Perhaps we should fetch the deputy.
You wanna leave?
No, of course I don't, but I would rather than have someone watching over them.
Yeah, I get that, but if we don't...
I'm speaking to you in, shit, what do you say?
Oh, Sylvan, Dwarven, and Common.
Sylvan, I guess we're
Sylvan,
talking.
alright, we'll talk in Sylvan. We got this.
Or maybe Dwarven. Sylvan might freak him out a little bit, so...
It'll sound very pretty.
Okay, so we're talking in Sylvan.
Okay. Well, my problem is if we leave to go get someone, they're heading back in there. And if there's a monster in there, I don't know what monster it could be, but they're gonna... And I don't want you wandering off to go get someone while I wait here, or vice versa. That's how people are disappearing, Seline.
Rose, would you be willing to wait here and not go back into the house? Only for a few minutes.
Roll persuasion.
That's better. 20.
She kind of, like, they step away from you and they take steps closer to the house. And
Alright.
Again, I'm back in Sylvan. Can you grab them?
Nobody grab kids?
Yes. Being grabbed by a stranger is going to be less harmful than going back into this house that has a monster in the basement.
And if they scream bloody murder and... Actually... That actually might be a good idea. Let's have them scream bloody murder and then get somebody over.
That is what I thought
cool.
as well.
All right.
My strength is not so good. Can you grab them both, or should I grab the smaller one?
I'm faster than you are, probably.
You are faster and stronger.
Okay, let's try that.
I'm smarter and more beautiful.
Okay.
all right.
My charisma's not bad. Shut the fuck up.
It is not bad, but actually yours is better than mine. I am still more beautiful.
Okay, so... having that conversation.
In Dwarven.
No, we're in Sylvan.
Sylvan.
We're in Sylvan. I make a step towards the kids. All right, kids, come on. Away from the house.
They both, take a couple steps back away.
No. We are going to go into the house. You and I are going to go into the house and get your parents.
Roll deception.
Not so great. Nope, that's a 13.
Okay. They, continue to warily take steps back towards the house.
Oh, merde. Yeah, go for it.
All right, I try and grab them.
Make an athletics check.
Honestly,
No, I have athletics. Cool.
Honestly, I think I'm going to as well, even though mine are terrible.
Dice are fucking me. Okay, so... Oh, no, 10.
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, this one was a natural 20. I'm using this from now on. Okay, 10 to grab one. What'd you get? Fuck you! Fuck you!
Alright, so you both go in to grab, and they immediately split and bolt. You miss one by you miss Rose.
Okay.
By, a couple inches. You should have had Thorn.
Yeah, I was trying to tackle him.
Yeah,
you don't
had a nat
have him.
At a nat 20?
What are you made of Jello?
Oh my god, the return of Jello!
The children of Jello!
You dive and you should have landed on top of him. You're sure of it, but as you look up, he's standing in front of you and bolts back towards the house.
Shit.
And Rose calls out, "Thorn, no!" and bolts back after him. They're both. They both run back into the house.
Fucking house. That was brilliant.
It was, but it would. I am sure that I had him.
You obviously you did not.
Obviously I did not, but I am sure that I did.
All right, well.
Wait, we cannot just go in there. If there's a monster in the basement, as these children claim.
When have there ever been anything kids will think anything's a damn monster. But I don't want them running back out and having whatever's making people missing. Come on, we gotta go grab them.
I still believe we should go and get the deputy before we proceed.
It's entirely up to you, sweetheart.
It is up to both of us.
I don't want them getting hurt from whatever's gonna... Because I'm not leaving you.
I'm not leaving you either.
Okay. And if we leave the kids on their own, they're just going to come back outside eventually.
So we go get the deputy, and the deputy can stay with them.
Can I, lift my hands to my face and just call out really, really loudly, "Can anyone hear me?"
Can I use thaumaturgy to make my voice really loud?
Yes.
Thaumaturgy to make my voice really loud.
I'll do that. I'll use thaumaturgy to make your voice really loud.
Okay, I yell as loud as I can. Can anyone hear me?
I think it's only...
Oh, for you. Okay, yeah.
I think it's only for you.
Okay. Can anyone hear me?
Your voice kind of booms out, but at the same time, it's like
It's an echoey fog.
And there's no answer.
All right, heads or tails? We go get the sheriff, or we go in by ourselves and get the kids out first?
Are we really flipping a coin on this? Okay. Evens or heads, odds or tails.
Got it. Go.
You call
Wait.
You call it.
All right, heads. We go in. Evens or heads?
Odds are heads.
Odds or heads. Evens. We go get the sheriff,
We-
or we go get the deputy.
The deputy. We. Perhaps. Because this fog is so. Wait, how far are we from the town? Like
We're in the town.
We're in the town, but how far are we from? Like, is there a way to put a marker here so we can find our way back?
Oh, I have no idea. We were just walking around. We've never been here before,
Right.
so we have no way of knowing where to get back.
Are we 100? Are we less than 100 feet away from the gray mouse?
No,
we've been walking for an hour.
So we're well over.
We have no idea where we are, which is another reason I didn't.
I'm very uncomfortable with this.
Well, so am I. We don't have time to be messing around with kids. We gotta get paid.
This is true.
I'd rather the kids outside. I would much rather get this over with, to be quite honest with you.
I am so sure that I know that I should have gotten him. I'm so sure. I know I am not as agile or strong as you, but I know that I had him.
I don't blame you, hon, but like you said yourself, this fog is undead source. You want kids standing around in it?
No, I do not. I do not like this, but I see no other choice.
All right. I don't like it either, but the quicker we do this, the quicker we can get back to what we were doing.
All right, let us proceed.
All right, we go after the kids.
All right. So, as you head up the pathway to the house, you come up and there is an iron gate that is ajar. It's kind of just like this iron gate, and then just a couple feet further in are two solid oak doors.
All right.
It's like garden gate.
Garden gate. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, all right.
Is it locked?
No, it's
a jar.
It's just a jar. Okay, right.
The door is the oak doors ajar as well?
The oak doors are closed. You saw them go in and close the door closed behind them when they went in.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
I walk up to the door and I actually knock on it. Who's? Son?
No answer.
I bang loudly on it.
Melt.
Boom, 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 boom. Rose? Thorn?
No answer.
Where are your parents? We are out here. I know that wouldn't work. But...
It did not work at all. All right. Can I try the door? Is it
You try it and it's unlocked.
trapped?
I don't for traps.
Investigation.
Oh god. Oh wait, no. I've got a -2 to investigation. This will be great. I apparently see nothing. 9.
Doesn't appear to be, but
16.
Does not appear to be trapped.
All right.
All right. I push it open.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening to Let's Be Legendary. If you enjoyed our story, please rate and review on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, or wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps us immensely. For news and extra content, visit our website at letsbelegendarypodcast.com or follow us on Facebook at Let's Be Legendary, Twitter at Let's Be Legend Pod, and Tumblr at Let's Be Legendary Pod. Please be sure to say hello. We love meeting everyone. To get early access to episodes, art, and exclusive content, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. Bonus episodes, exclusive art, Q&As with the characters, AMAs with the players, and behind-the-scenes material are just some of the things you'll get as a patron. Find us at patreon.com/letsbelegendarypodcast. Every dollar helps. We couldn't do this without your support. Talia Gray is played by Chris Sass-Council, Celine Argent is played by Megsy Sass-Council, and our Dungeon Master is Danny Gressman. Our producer and lead editor is Danny Gressman, pronouns she, her. Producer, director, and editor is Chris Sass-Council, pronouns they, them. Producer and art director is Megsy Sass-Council, pronouns she, her. The song, The Shadow of the Undertaker, was written and performed by Sons of Perdition and is featured in the Blackwater Gospel animated short presented by the Animation Workshop. For more information, please visit sonsofperdition.com or follow them on Facebook at sonsofperdition.music. Thanks again, Zeb. For music and sound effects, please visit our website at letsbelegendarypodcast.com for a full list of credits. Celine's tarot deck is The Shades of Magic by Jess Gore, and the tarot guide used in the game can be found at biddytarot.com. Thanks again for listening, and stay legendary.